All right, welcome to Align Trading. Going over today's SPY recap and live analysis before taking a look at what to be watching into tomorrow. So, first thing that I explained in the pre-market brief for Discord members was to be watching for the 5-day moving average to remain as either support or resistance, similar to yesterday as we got that retest that I explained to be paying attention to, and that another trap would be set here. And you can see how we will go over there was a trap back to the upside and below this 5-day, which gives you that doji. Now here in the morning, I explained that you had to be paying attention to the orange selling continuation and this head and shoulder that was trying to form right here. Now you can see that we have this head and shoulder right there as well. And then that orange selling continuation in the morning to this prior level that we had right here. Now could not continue closing this inverse cup to the previous low of day, and then from there a handle to continue to that 593. And this is why I explained that you had to be paying attention to this inverse head and shoulder that could be forming back above that 5-day moving average. And you see how we formed that rally back to 599 as well, but could not complete that second level at 600 for the second cup. Got to form that handle right there, and we could not do that, but did form this nice cup right here, and then there was a handle off of that as well. So now here on the 1 minute chart, going over the microstructure and algorithms, as you can see, right, pretty straightforward day, and we're going to run through all of it right here. So here, right off of the open, we opened at that 5-day moving average, and I explained that you had to be watching for us to form that support or resistance, and you can see how we start to form this head and shoulder right there off of that green and white tapering algorithm. We can see this head and shoulder here as well. No continuation quite yet, but finally start to see that. And then if you missed that short, right, see how we are within this blue algo here as well. And you see how we retest that 5-day with another head and shoulder rejection right there. And then this was the trade of the day. That sell off in the morning right there within yellow, but got to be paying attention as we did not close that inverse cup to the low of day and did not get that orange selling continuation right here down to 593. Therefore, got to be paying attention to this inverse head and shoulder and how we had that 5-day moving average right there and could start to form that inverse head and shoulder back to the upside like I explained. Like I'm explaining here as well, if you are looking to short this, we need to be forming that resistance here at the 5-day moving average. And you can see, right, we form that inverse cup. If you're looking for us to break down that prior support and then continue closing the cup and then so on to that 593, same thing here, right? Got to be forming that head and shoulder, got to be forming that inverse cup back to this level, and then we could see us with another rejection, but continue moving higher, and this blue and yellow is in control right here. See these inverse head and shoulders forming, right? Blue continues to remain in control right here, and you see all of these entries that you could have taken. More importantly, that one right there on that 5-day support, and from there, there is that green buying continuation algo. With this here on the 30-minute chart, you would have had to have seen this handle starting to form right here on the 30-minute and continuing to the downside. Otherwise, like I explained, see that inverse head and shoulder back off of that 5-day moving average and continue trying to head back up and complete the cup at this 600 level. But first 599, which you can see was the top for the day. So as you can see, right, the blue and yellow controlled selling continues on the way up right here. And we continue forming these entries if you are paying attention to them right there with those inverse head and shoulders. Once again, blue and yellow controlled selling. So if you are looking to short this at any point, got to be forming that head and shoulder, grabbing this liquidity. Now we eventually do that here at that 599 level. You can see how we start tapering right here within this red algo, as well as that head and shoulder, as well as some other microstructures within here as well. Like I explained here at the end of the day, be paying attention to this inverse cup and potential handle that's forming right there. So we don't quite form it just yet, right, to be forming that. But again, start forming it right there. And then there is that beautiful handle. You can see that head and shoulder. You start getting that move down, right, to the structure. Another head and shoulder, and you can see how that white algo just continues to guide us down with these head and shoulders. And then here at the end of the day, right, close this cup back at this 5-day moving average, and we try and form that handle right here once again. So just a few things to be paying attention to, right? Finally do form that and can see how that is able to take place, but run out of time to see if we are able to continue right here or if we are going to be heading back up and are just forming a handle right here as we talked about, like this. So now it's time to go over what to be watching into tomorrow. As we've been talking about, right, with this 5-day moving average, got to be watching that tomorrow as well. If we do once again form this support right here, pay attention as we can look to complete the cup at 600. And then from there, blue and yellow once again, if we want to go even higher. Otherwise, if we are to be breaking out of this green algo right here with this head and shoulder, look for that 5-day to become resistance and for this inverse cup to close back at that low of day before we form a possible handle right there to head to that 593 and then that larger inverse cup, maybe another handle and so on for a gap close. So as I was talking about on the daily, right, got this first retest of the 5-day. Here is the second. So if we can hold this, I would look for some upside, maybe back to this upper Bollinger. I don't know about tomorrow, but by the end of the week, that is a possibility. Otherwise, if we are starting to form some sort of head and shoulder right here, look for that 5-day to remain resistance. And here is that gap that I'm talking about, as well as that 593. Now we do have jobless and PPI in the pre-market tomorrow, as well as Powell speaking towards the end of the day. So just be paying attention to that. But that is all I have for the video. So thank you everyone for watching, and I will see members in the morning.